Welcome to the Determined Mom Show, the only marketing podcast dedicated to guiding mom CEOs into tranquility, wealth, and multiplying those precious moments. Welcome to episode 131 of the Determined Mom Show. I am your host, Amanda Tento, and I want to talk to you today and share with you something that I've done recently to rearrange my weekly schedule, and it has absolutely dropped my stress level by about 1,000%. And I'm not even exaggerating. Normally, what I do is I work on every single thing all the time that needs to be done. And I'll make a big to-do list, and it's a jumble of this and that and the other thing. And it's a jumble of work stuff and home stuff and this client and that client. And it's not focused at all. So what I realized is that I have very distinct things that I do during the week. I have one client that takes up probably about 6 hours of work per week because I do social media management for his clients. So it's a white label situation. And I've been doing this for 4 years now. And I don't want to give it up because I just love working for him and I love what I do. I have decided that, okay, you know what? The best day for me to do that is definitely Monday. That's all I have on my calendar now for Monday. I don't do anything else. I rearrange my acuity so then that way every day is designated for certain types of appointments that I have, and I do not do anything else. For example, my second day of the week is all Google My Business. There is nothing else that I do that day. I don't think about anything else. I don't focus on anything else. The only thing that I do is Google My Business. And I've actually decided to keep a little tiny spiral bound notebook, one of those little, almost like a pad that a waitress would use or a waiter would use to write people's orders down, but it's just lined paper. I have a little spiral bound notebook and I literally just number the days, like the dates. And then I start adding to that list as I think of things that need to be done on that particular day. I mean, I can't even give you the quantification for how much it has changed my life, but it really has. This past week was my first full week of trying this method, and it couldn't have come at a better time because I got a call from my mom on Wednesday morning, which is supposed to be my day to work on our nonprofit. And she told me that my grandmother had passed away. So I was able to immediately drive down there and spend the day with my family and see my grandmother and just be able to help with the funeral planning and the services planning. And I didn't have to worry about anything. I was able to just reschedule the few appointments that I had that day. And that was it. Everything was completely taken care of. I didn't have to do anything. And actually, I have it wrong. That was actually Thursday. And that was the day that I have designated for my networking. And that would be networking, social media, any back-end business things and things like that. I was able to just cancel the few appointments that I had. I had Steph Helfer from Vim run the 337 networking event that week. So thank you, Steph. And it was just amazing to be able to have that flexibility and have that like breath of fresh air, knowing that, you know what, I got everything done already in the week that I absolutely had to do, and everything else that's on my week can wait. It's such a freeing feeling, and it really gives you time back to kind of think about your next steps and think about what you want to do. And if I want to read a book for 3 hours on a Friday afternoon and then take a nap, I can now do that. And I'm not kidding when I say this. It has taken me 4.5 years to get here. 4.5 years of just juggling my schedule and trying to figure it out and trying to figure out the best thing to do would be. And I'm constantly adding projects to my plate. You heard me mention our nonprofit. We just started a nonprofit, and I am the treasurer for the nonprofit. It's called Africa Avenir. And it is an amazing nonprofit, and I'm sure I'll do an episode on it soon, but we don't have enough ready for the public to talk about it in its entirety. But I am telling you guys, this has absolutely changed my life. I want to go through my weekly schedule with you now. And if you saw my schedule before, if you ever accidentally caught a glimpse of it on a Zoom call with me or anything else, you would be completely overwhelmed. But now it's just so simple. And Acuity is helping me to keep it simple. And I just absolutely love it. Monday is designated to my one client. So that whole day is designated to his work. If I get extra done, and if I get all of his stuff done in the morning, then I have the afternoon to do whatever I want. If I want to take off, I can. If I want to work on my own projects, I can. It's just such a freeing time. Tuesday is dedicated to Google My Business. This would be posting, review response, client meetings, everything Google My Business happens on Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be Africa Avenir, which is our foundation. So that is all Africa Avenir work. And that's also the day that we have our board meeting. On Thursdays is my networking work day. And I call it networking because I have my 337 networking meeting on Thursdays, but then I also have that day open exclusively for networking calls. So if I meet someone in a networking group, then that is the day that my Acuity says, yes, she has availability all day Thursday at these times. That is the day for that. And I also will fit in any other work that I have to do, maybe accounting work or maybe just behind the scenes tweaks on my website. Anything like that is going to fall into Thursday. Then we have Friday, which is all about the podcast. And being able to compartmentalize these days gives me more time to be able to work on the podcast, because before I would just squeeze in whatever I had to do in between things. Now I have a full 8 hours to work on the podcast every week if I choose to. And while I don't have 8 hours of work to do on the podcast, it's going to allow me to really focus on social media and engagement and sharing and all of those things. And it's just going to allow me to expand the audience and just interact with all of you more. And I absolutely love it. I love having that freedom. And I can't believe that it's taken me 4.5 years to figure this schedule out, but I am so happy that I did. And if you can compartmentalize all of your work into days, I highly suggest it. It is going to change the way you feel. It is going to change the way you interact with your family. It's going to change your business. It is absolutely game changing. And I have noticed that this week I have been more relaxed, even with the passing of my grandmother, than I've been in years. And I have a feeling that it has 100% to do with my schedule, because I know that I've gotten everything that I need done by Tuesday. All of my client work is absolutely done by Tuesday. And then Wednesday is a fun day of working on the foundation. And then Thursday and Friday is just me doing fun networking, connecting with people, and just doing whatever I need to do to help my business. It is absolutely game changing. And I really hope that talking about it in this way helps you to kind of think of it in a different way. I will tell you, I've read a million different time management books. I've done presentations on time management in a summit for 2 years in a row, and I never shared this method. I always shared time blocking, which I do still time block within those times if I need to. But honestly, this is like day blocking, and it works so much better for the way that my mind thinks. I don't have to jump from task to task and try to switch gears and all of that stuff. I am literally just getting all of that done in one day, focusing on something else tomorrow, and it truly helps me. I hope it helps you too, and I hope you have an amazing week. This episode of the Determined Mom Show is brought to you by Google Growth Generator. This 21-day email course will help you learn to optimize your Google My Business listing in the same way that we do for our clients here at TDM Marketing. Our client, a baby sleep specialist, got 126.32% more website visits in the first month after her optimization was completed. Another client, a chiropractic practice, got 26.67% more phone calls in the first month after optimization was completed. And finally, our client, who is a residential cleaning service, got 61.11% more website visits in the first month after optimization. If you're not sure if Google My Business optimization is for you, listen to what Kristen Ratton from Kristen Ratton Content Services had to say about her optimization. I hired Amanda to optimize my Google My Business listing, and within 10 days, my views were up 150%. This may be one of the most valuable things I've ever done for my business, and Amanda made it quick, easy, and painless. If you are ready to get started with your Google My Business optimization, go over to gomybusiness.com. That's gomybusiness.com/growth.